Hi guys, so we're looking at Crow. Now this one for today is coming down again. We will see now, in the past few days, we have sort of been forming a bottom for Crow. It's been hitting around that 50 cent mark, which is superb. Now, it is dropping starkly from the highs, where it touched just under $1, so people are wondering what comes next with Crow, and of course guys, as you will know by now, I am not a professional and I am not a financial advisor, but I can provide you with my personal opinions in this video. So if you may enjoy it, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe, share it with a friend if they may enjoy it as well. Let's help to get this video out there. Now on top of that guys, I must also remind you, we are still doing that fundraiser for Save the Children. If you can donate, the link is going to be somewhere around this video, and of course remember 100% of the proceeds are going to go straight to Save the Children. But now we're going to dive into this one. It's only going to be a relatively short video looking at the chart, and I think the chart now, especially when we look at it on a more wide scale, we can see it is kind of finding the bottom right now. So if we look at where we were, from the beginning of this month, you will see how we have been trending. That massive rise up, we've taken ourselves to just under $1, as I mentioned, touching as high as the 98 cent range. Now from there, we fell down quite significantly. It did look to be finding a bottom at 68, that did not hold. Fell below that, we started to find the bottom at 55. So far hasn't held, and now it is actually working against us. If you look to these candlesticks over here, it's working as a level of resistance, as we cannot really break above that. So we want to see a break above that coming soon, and it's not impossible because 52 right now, to push to 55, it's only 3 cents, and it isn't the hardest thing in the world, but really what we need to establish before we even think of doing that is going to be the bottom. Now for me, on the chart, I think the bottom is very near. I would like to hope so for a few reasons. Now, the first one of which is going to be the initial gain that we have seen on Crow. Think about this one, think about how much it is up and how much it really was up from these highs. Now at these highs, it was bound to see some selling off in my opinion, but the question really was, how far is it going to drop? Now unfortunately, it dropped more far than we may have anticipated, but once more, I'm happier to see this drop happen now than to see it rise to an insane level and then plummet to the ground because everybody bought in on hype, everybody bought in on FOMO, and then when the initial people who bought in down here want to sell, of course that causes an initial drop, and everybody else who is in on FOMO just plunges out of the stock, and so does the price, the crypto I should say. But yes, so I think we could be coming near the bottom right now, and if that is the case, brilliant. Now we're looking for that reversal. Now again, the level that we're looking to remain above ultimately is going to be 50. We've seen a few of these wicks down to the bottom are actually breaking below that. This one coming as low as 49. So yeah, we can see a few moments in the day potentially dropping below 50. But really, this line down here, you will see we want to stay above it on 50. That would put us in an ideal position. I think that is absolutely possible going forwards into the next week. Now from there, like I said, we're looking for that push up now. There are a few levels of key resistance that we are trying to battle against right now. The first one of which is of course going to be at 55, as I mentioned but a moment ago. From there we're looking for a push up to about 60. So 60 is not impossible to break past. Again, we want to push 55 first, but then past there, 60. And again, if we do start to break past 60, I would be more than confident to say we are looking to become into more of a bullish trend once again. Now, when it comes to growth, I think the initial spike that we have seen in Crow, as in this period here, has set everybody off in a mindset that this one is bound to rocket, to $1 to $5 in a week, in a month. That is not necessarily the case. Now, of course, it can pick itself up quickly, dramatically. It can rise to $1, it can rise to $2, can rise to $5. But if this happens in a short period of time, it would be beneficial, of course, but I would not necessarily be counting on this one. I think fundamentally it is fantastic. I think this really will speak for itself long term. As far as these lesser known cryptos go, I think Crow is one of the better ones. I think at the price right now, actually yes, I would probably consider this one a little bit undervalued. So I think as the fundamentals become stronger and stronger, there is a real world case for this one to hit $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. off of the real world uses for it, rather than some other quote unquote meme coins that are rocketing just because people want them to. I think we actually really have a real basis here for some growth. So I do see this one as more of a long-term hold. Now, again, if it hits the price targets that I was looking for in a shorter period of time, I personally would sell. I would set my price targets where I'm comfortable selling, right now. And of course, it can change as time goes on, as the fundamentals grow or get weaker depending on what happens. But really, I think this one is very, very strong. So what do I think to Crow right now? I think it is probably one of the better times to load up, in my personal opinion. Do not follow what I say, as it is not financial advice. But I think where we are, we're in a great place. Now, again, one thing I'm going to say, make sure you have the right mindset for this one. Like I said, it can rocket in a day, it can rocket in a week, but I think some people are expecting that and taking it for granted. It may not happen. It may take longer, and that is not a bad thing. We're looking for that actual profit, and as long as it comes, that is still putting us in a great place and in a better place than where we initially started off. So do remember that, guys. Stay safe out there, of course, and make sure to do your own research. But I will see you all again in another one, so goodbye until then. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks, including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.